Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Licensing Committee Regulatory on the 9th of July 2025 at 10:30. Just to let you know that there's no fire alarm expected this morning, so if that does go off, then we need to get out quite quickly. Okay, thank you. If I can receive apologies for absence.
Yes, Chair, we have apologies from councillors Beattie, Birch, Housden, Leith, Rouse, Taylor, Withington and Fitzpatrick.
Brilliant, thank you very much. And then have we got any substitutes?
No, Chair.
Okay. Onto public speaking, just to clarify, if you all received the statement from Mr. Heels, did you all have that? Yes. So from what I can understand, there's public speaking now for 3 minutes, but only if there's something that you require clarified within that statement from Mr. Heels. If not, that would not happen. Is that correct, Mr. Heels? Okay. Right, thank you very much. Are you all happy with that? Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. 3 minutes of the last meeting. Can we take them on block? And I would, if any no questions, can I have a proposer, please? And the seconder, Jill, Councillor Boyle, and seconder, Councillor Porter. Thank you. On to number 4. I'm sorry, everyone else happy with that? I know there's only a couple of you, but declarations of interest. Number 4, is there any declarations? No. Number 5, no items of urgent business?
No, none received, Chair.
Thank you very much. Number 6, onto the draft taxi and private hire policy and handbook. If I can pass over to Councillor Ringer, please.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. The new draft taxi handbook and private hire policy is a culmination of many months of work, and it is a comprehensive redraft of the previous edition. As portfolio holder, I've been pleased to meet with officers and representatives of the trade at the earliest stages of this development of this document, and I'd like to thank the representatives of the trade for their engagement throughout this process, and it was certainly beneficial. I learned a lot. Officers and I reviewed the responses to the initial consultation. We were able to incorporate a number of the suggestions made into the final document that you see today. This led to a further round of consultation, which was particularly targeted to disability groups. Finally, I'd like to thank officers for their hard work on this, and I will pass over to Elisa to take us through this in more detail. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Ringer. Good morning, members. I'm pleased to present the updated Taxi and Private Hire Policy and Handbook 2025, which has been comprehensively reviewed and rewritten as part of our scheduled policy update. One of the main reasons for rewriting the handbook from scratch was to address accessibility issues, specifically to remove legal jargon and ensure the document flows clearly and is easy to understand. The average reading age in North Norfolk is 9 years old. To achieve this, we followed the principles of plain English where possible, making the handbook more accessible to all users, including drivers, operators, and also members of the public. The Council has committed to the Secretary of State that it will follow best practice as a basis and statute in its policies. The 4 licensing objectives are the prevention of crime and disorder, public safety, the prevention of public nuisance, and the protection of children from harm. Our standards must consider these 4 aims as a priority. The new handbook places more emphasis on safeguarding practices. The revised policy introduces new guidance on assessing the suitability of applicants and licence holders, aligning with national standards and local priorities. And a summary of all the key changes is included in the document appended to the circulated report. In preparation for this update, we held monthly meetings with Steve Heels, Chairman of the Taxi Association, both before and during the consultation period. These meetings provided valuable insights and led to several key amendments, including updates to our knowledge test for drivers to ensure relevance and fairness, revised guidance on the carriage of dogs, changes to the documentary evidence required for vehicle renewals, introduced for safety and compliance reasons, and a range of other operational improvements. When work began on this new handbook, one aim was to reduce the length of it. Unfortunately, this was not possible, largely due to the increased number of points we were expected to cover following best practice. Recognising how long the document was, Steve and I worked on a quick guide to provide highlights in simple language. The committee is not asked to agree the document, the quick guide document itself, rather to acknowledge the new document, which will be available alongside the full policy as a refresher or overview of policy content. To ensure broad engagement, we did conduct 2 rounds of public consultation, and the first ran for 6 weeks from the 1st of April, with around 500 invitations sent to all licensed operators, vehicle owners and drivers, either directly to them or through their networks. This consultation generated 25 responses, which informed further revisions to the handbook. A second consultation following those revisions followed from 6th to the 20th of June, offering a further opportunity for feedback and included a summary of the differences between the current handbook and the version put forward today. This second round of consultation was specifically targeted at disability and outreach groups, identified through the Norfolk Help Hub, with 50 direct invitations issued. The consultation was promoted on our website and social media channels, but no responses were received to that second consultation, either from the trade or from disability and outreach groups. We believe, therefore, that the resulting policy and handbook provides a clear, practical and inclusive framework for the licensing and operation of taxi and private hire services, shaped by meaningful engagement and designed to be accessible to all. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much. Sorry, forgot to put my light on. So we will move on with a proposer and a seconder then, please. Thank you very much, Karen. And a seconder, that's Councillor Brown. Thank you. And everyone happy with that? Anyone else? Have a raise of hands just to say that you. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Do this very quickly. So we shall move on to number 7, the exclusion of the press and public, which we don't believe we have to do. And then to consider any exempt matters arising from public business on the agenda. Nothing. Okay, thank you very much. So the meeting is closed at 10:38. Thank you very much.